Important right now during this quarantine to do some sort of physical activity? I mean, obviously we
I know gold is not enough. She's a diamond, I'm the rough. Wanna lay you.
Okay, there you are. Okay. In a different part of the house.
Yeah, this is my staircase area.
Okay, so I'll jump right in. I'm gonna ask you some questions. If you guys missed it, Allie has her own fitness blog and Instagram. She also owns a gym, Benchmark Fitness. She's definitely the fittest person I know. So why is it important right now during this quarantine to do some sort of physical activity? I mean, obviously we know we can't go to the gym, we can't do that kind of thing, but we need to do something. And how long should we be doing it for a day?
Honestly, I think, just even the importance of getting moving for our mental health, because we are naturally all spending more time at home, which can be such a blessing, but that can also mean going through the entire Tiger King documentary and sitting. So the importance of getting up and moving.
Not me at all. That's weird.
Yeah, no, Tiger King, what's that? It's super important to even just stimulating our mind beyond just moving our legs and getting our heart rate up. It's important to just have that stimulation compared to, sitting and either working on your laptop or catching up on Instagram lives or watching shows. It's super important to activate our muscles, but also stimulating our mind.
Yeah, I think it's so important. I know for my mental health even, it's really nice to have muscles, but it's also so great just for your overall mental health, which right now being cooped up and stuff, getting a little bit of a sweat. But okay, so for people like me, how do you get motivated to work out? I mean, you're sitting, you're watching Netflix, it's a great time. How do you get motivated?
I think, even if you put on a timer, so if you're watching Tiger King on Netflix, even setting a timer
for Tiger King here.
Just setting a timer to even, every 10 minutes, get up and walk around your main floor or your condo and adding that little bit of activity into what is sort of an enjoyable experience of watching a show. Or if you're watching a show that has commercials, every commercial break, get up and let's just do 10 squats in between all the commercials. That's a way to add some passive movement into another habit. So you're sort of habit stacking by taking that enjoyment of watching a show, but then adding in, even if it's some hip openers because you're sitting on your couch and your butt is flat. So just moving and opening up those hip flexors, which are typically really tight for the average person, is a great way to get some movement in. Also, even if, you live in a condo, doing the stairs, maybe you get up every morning and you walk up a flight of stairs, down a flight of stairs, and then you have your morning coffee. That is also a super easy way to add in some movement. It's not a really aggressive workout, but it's still movement. You're still opening up those hips by going up the stairs, activating your glutes, getting the heart rate up slightly. Stairs is a great solution. And if you're also comfortable in maybe going outside for a walk, I know we are in a position where we are sort of isolating or self-isolating, but if you're comfortable or if you have dogs, great opportunity to get out and you're getting
you live in a rural area and And you had mentioned to me also, because I love cleaning. It's definitely what I do to de-stress, but that can be a great workout in and of itself.
Oh my God. You put back in the day, I'm just saying here, I'm admitting this on a live. I used to have a Celine Dion live in concert DVD. And when I lived in a condo, you bet your ass, or pardon me, your bum, that is what I put on. And I watched the entire concert DVD and cleaned my house. Now we were a little bit more progressive with like Apple Music and Apple TV, and so I'll AirPlay it. And I broke a serious sweat last week spring cleaning my house, doing the stairs in my house, getting your steps in.
But do you still have that Celine Dion DVD?
I do.
Okay, so for someone like me, I love doing Pilates. Obviously, I can't do Pilates. That's really the only workout that I do other than just, you know, some general anxiety.
I do remember the time I took you to a spin class. That was great.
That was the worst day of my life. So just to give you guys a little story, basically, Allie, she takes me to the spin class. She's the only person who could ever convince me to go to a spin class. And we're doing the spinning, and I'm dying. Like, I'm just dying. And Allie leans over and she's like, I'm gonna put the gear down for you. And I was just like, oh my goodness, thank you. And then she reaches over, and then she kind of looks back up at me and she's like, never mind, it's on the lowest gear.
Your face?
That's it. I'm walking out of this class.
Oh my God, you were so miserable for like a good 20 minutes after that class. This is so funny.
Picture of me, and I'm really, maybe Allie will share it on her story.
I for sure have pictures.
Post spin. Okay, so I don't have those resources to, you know, go to a Pilates class. Maybe you can use me as your guinea pig and show me sort of some simple exercises that we could do for, you know, 15 minutes. We'll obviously make it shorter to do in kind of like 5 minutes. And then if you guys want some resources, I know that Allie has a bunch of actually great workouts on her page. And so you can follow her there or at Benchmark, but probably it's best on your Inspire Me if that's where your workouts are. Yeah, so that's really cool. And are there any podcasts or workouts that you like, that you listen to?
Honestly, one of my like greatest inspirations in the fitness industry are Katrina and Karina of Tone It Up. And they have an app that you can download. And I think they've actually been doing some free trial offers in amongst this COVID-19 craziness as a way to give back to their community. And you can pop on there and join a live class. And they'll have things, whether it's like pregnancy workouts, postpartum, you want to do like a booty workout, you want to do more of a sculpt and tone, more Pilates inspired, where you're super light resistance and a lot of body weights to really sculpt. They've got a yoga sculpt. They're incredible. So that's one of my greatest inspos. And they're always super active on Instagram as well.
Okay, so before I stand up to do this, I actually got a wonderful question I want to ask you while I'm sitting. From Amanda. She said, I have a physical disability and I'm in a wheelchair. Are there any exercises I would be able to do?
Totally.
Yeah.
For sure. If you have like cans of beans or
So I
something.
got cans of beans.
Cans of beans. And you're sitting, you can do a great overhead press.
Okay.
Overhead press. I would do this because it's a light weight. I would do that like 12 to 15 reps. So your reps are the number of movement patterns. So this would be 1 rep, 2 rep, and I would do that in 3 sets. You can also, again, take
so that means like a rest in between, and then you do it again.
Totally. So you're going to do your 12 reps, take a little rest, catch your breath, and then you would do your second set, a rest, your third set, and a rest.
Okay.
Again, using those beans, a lot of the movements would definitely be upper body focused. You could do a lateral raise. So you're coming up to a nice T position. So you don't want your arm to go extending over your shoulder socket. It would just, you kind of be in a nice T.
Yeah.
And bring your arms down with your cans of beans and up with your cans of beans.
Okay.
Same thing for that 12 to 15 reps with 3 sets.
Okay. Really cool. I love that. And that's going to get your heart going as well if you're doing.
Totally. My heart rate's up right now. And I just did like 3 reps.
That's awesome. What about like triceps? Could you do it with one can of beans?
I would use the 2 cans of beans together, and you're going to come down into a 90-degree angle. Sorry, I'm like trying to stay in the shot here. But extending overhead, or you can get something heavier. You know, if you had maybe a wine bottle kicking around that's full,
Yeah.
You can do a tricep extension that way. You can also do an overhead press, again, holding the wine bottle so you have a bit more of a length.
Yeah.
So it would kind of replicate what a barbell would be from a longer product standpoint. And using that to press overhead.
Okay.
You can also do a bicep curl.
A really large wine bottle right now.
Yeah. You basically have a magnum. So yeah, bicep curls as well.
So now I'm going to get up here with my cool pawns. And so I'm here. So what, hold on, I need to move this. All right, so I'm here. What are some exercises that I can do?
Okay, so I've broken these exercises down into high intensity and low intensity.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the higher intensity exercises. These are going to get your heart rate up a little bit faster than what the low intensity options are.
Okay.
You can also, if you guys want to write this down, if you have a notepad and you want to make notes of these, you can also interchange them and kind of create your own circuit.
Yeah.
In terms of a circuit, what I typically like to do is doing it with time. So whether it's 45 seconds to work, 50 seconds, today we're going to use 30 seconds as the example, although we're not going to do, Rachel's not going to go through it the entire time. So for this purpose, we would do 30 seconds of work and take a 15-second rest and then go through these exercises in a circuit.
Okay. And actually, will you write this down and put a tile up on your story so that people can go screenshot it? Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So high intensity exercise number 1, jumping jacks.
Okay.
Not a girl.
Yeah. Oh, I feel my heart racing already.
Okay. We want to keep our core nice and strong. Rach, why'd you stop?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Okay. Perfect. So that's 30 seconds. We've done.
Okay.
Next, you would have 15 seconds of rest. Do you feel your heart rate up?
Yeah, I actually do feel my heart rate up already. It's pounding faster, but I'm also severely out of shape.
Next, we're going to do high knees. So you're going to use your hands as an example, kind of a nice 90-degree angle, and bringing those knees up, and quickly. That a girl. Keeping those shoulders back, chest proud, core is engaged. Now, if you want to regress this to be a lower intensity option, you can keep the movement, and you would still get your heart rate up, though a little bit of a slower pace. And you want a nice, slow, and controlled.
Slow.
This is also a great exercise you could add in if you were doing, watching a show and you were going to do some movement in between. That lower intensity option, great way of loosening up the hip joints.
Cool. You could even theoretically do this on the phone.
You totally could. You want to add a little twist, getting some oblique work in there?
So how do you do that? Like this?
So you go opposite elbow to knee.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about this one?
That's talent. That is talent.
So we got those 3.
So next exercise is jump squats. So we are going to have our feet hip width apart, planted into the ground, toes facing forward, coming into a squat, and powering off of those feet.
Like that?
And back down. So keep the movement going.
The dogs are excited. I'm excited. Okay,
why'd you stop?
Those are hard.
Those are really hard. Stop.
But like I can feel it in my booty.
And your booty and a nice little burn.
Yeah, I like it.
Another great one. So we'll come back to our squats in our low intensity block. Staying in our high intensity block, we are going to do plyometric lunges.
Okay.
So for plyometric lunges, great at getting the heart rate up.
Okay.
You are going to be alternating. Some people would also refer to them as like split lunges.
Okay.
So you're going to be switching your legs. So coming down into a low lunge.
Yeah.
And then switching. Using your arms to power.
This here. Okay, so kind of like this.
Yada girl, yes.
Okay, cool.
And that was a really quick example.
I know, but we try and keep these under 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. And then fast feet. So fast feet is a great football-inspired high-intensity movement where you're just staying low. You have a slight bend as if you were going to do a squat, so you have your glutes activated, and you're just rooting your feet back and forth.
Like
yeah.
that. I feel like I'm playing football right now. It's great. I'm getting amped.
Perfect. So that's our high intensity block.
Sweet.
Done. Now coming into some lower intensity options.
Okay.
So going back to those lunge movement patterns,
Yeah.
we would just go into alternating reverse lunges. Slow and controlled. Now, Rach, move that leg backwards. So you're going to step back.
Oh, I step back like that.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Next one, hands behind your head. Toes are turning out at a 10 and a 2 o'clock.
Okay.
In a squat position, we are doing prisoner squats. So sitting down into the glutes. Give me a little bit more space between your feet.
So kind of like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely want some space between those heels so that you can really sit down and engage those glutes.
So sort of
Yes,
like
better. Good.
large plie.
Good.
Okay.
Next, we're going to bring the heart rate up just a little bit in this low intensity block and just kind of skip on the spot. So you can pretend. I find it's helpful to have that pretend jump rope. So that will just get our heart rate up. We're in the middle of our low intensity block. You want to get your heart rate up to really feel that work.
Yeah.
Now we are going to do a squat. So coming back to that 10 and 2 position between our feet, coming into a squat and a reach. So this is kind of Pilates inspired by really getting that core engagement, some nice twisting here for the spine. Good. Now for any of you that want to add in some weights at home, you could totally get those cans of beans and do that squat with a reach or wine bottles. You can easily add weights there.
Cool. I love that.
And last one is toe taps. So again, on the spot, you're just kind of tapping your toes forward. Kind of feels a bit weird to do at home by ourselves, but great way of getting that heart rate up as well to kind of finish everything off.
Honestly, I feel like I just burned 2,000 calories. I'm really excited. This is so great, Allie. So you're going to put this together. It'll go up on your page. Maybe you could tag me so that I can also add it to my story, but go look for it on Allie's Inspire and Move story.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for imparting all of your wisdom on us. And
thank you.
I'm a little out of breath, and I didn't even
Guys,
do the full workout.
comment below if you want to see Rachel do the full workout and videotape it. I should see so many comments.
Everybody's saying how I'm out of breath. So yeah, that's a thing. That's true. I'm just looking to see if there's any questions that I can see.
I'm seeing a lot of Rach do it. Yes, please.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The things we do in quarantine. Okay, so if you have some questions, if we've missed them, just comment below on the IGTV, which I will be putting up soon, or you can go to Allie's page and message her. Mwah. I love you, Allie. Thank you.
Love you. This is so fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Bye.